On the world news tonight, Governor Fubara felicitates Muslims. Assures Muslims of safety of lives, property at Eid al-Kabir. Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is the task we must accomplish. Good evening and welcome to Rstv World News. My name is Ndong Ajie. Governor Siminalayi Fubara has called on Muslims in Rivers State and across the world to reflect on the powerful values of sacrifice, obedience and faith as they mark the holy celebration of Eid al-Kabir. The festival commemorates the deep devotion of Prophet Ibrahim, who was willing to sacrifice his son in obedience to God's command. In his Salam message, Governor Fubara encouraged Muslims to use the occasion as an opportunity to pray for peace, unity and prosperity, especially at a time when Nigeria faces serious challenges from insecurity and economic difficulties. He stressed that forgiveness, compassion, and unity are central to the teachings of the festival and urged the faithful to act on these values in their daily lives. The governor, speaking on behalf of his wife and family, encouraged the Muslims community to recommit themselves to the principles of sacrifice, faith, and obedience, values he described as critical to building a stable and united society, and emphasized that without a shared vision and determined action, meaningful progress cannot be achieved. Reflecting on recent times, Governor Fubara acknowledged the patience and sacrifices made by the people in support of the state's growth. He admitted that while many aspirations remain unmet due to political challenges, notable achievements have still been recorded. He reassured citizens that ongoing steps are being taken to stabilize governance and revive the economy, and pledged that their concerns will be addressed with practical solutions. The governor called for continued prayers for the peace and progress of Rivers State while reaffirming his administration's unwavering commitment to protecting the lives and welfare of residents. Similarly, the Commissioner of Police, Rivers State Command, CP Olubenga Dekpoju, has felicitated Muslims faithful in Rivers State as they join other Muslims all over the world to celebrate this year's Eid al-Kabir. A statement by the Police Public Relations Officer SP Grace Iringo Koko said the CP assures Rivers residents of the provision of adequate security and their safety during and beyond the period of the celebration. Iringo Koko said he has directed area commanders, divisional police officers and heads of tactical units of the command to deploy all operational and intelligent assets at their disposal to all 23 local government areas. The Commissioner enjoins all Muslims in the state to use the period to pray for the peace and progress of Rivers State. Meanwhile, residents of the state have been called upon to remain supportive, law-abiding, vigilant, promptly report any acts of crime and criminality to the nearest police station or call the command's emergency hotlines. In a related development, the Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, Rivers State Council, has extended warm felicitations to Muslim faithful in Rivers State on the joyous occasion of Eid al-Kabir. The council urges all Muslims to embrace the core values of love, forgiveness, tolerance, almsgiving and sacrifice that are central to Eid al-Kabir. A statement signed by the chairman, Comrade Paul Bazia Nsani, and Secretary Ijeoma Tubosia reaffirmed his commitment to reinforce its agenda-setting role in the state, fostering peace and unity among all citizens, while praying that Allah's blessings will continue to shower upon them as they celebrate this joyous occasion. Moving on now, home economics should be made compulsory in higher institutions like community service, just as the concept of applied home economics principles as a microeconomic application is also enshrined in the home economics curriculum. These were some of the recommendations made by Professor of Home Economics Education, Human and Family Development Option, Regina Nchelem Azuena, as she was delivering the 66th inaugural lecture of the Ignatius Ajero University of Education, Rumolimini in Port Harcourt on the topic, The Family First and the Nation. Gospel Anele reports that students, the academia, and others attended the event. His report.
Professor Azuena, who explained that the lecture, which focuses on the problems and relationship between home economics, the family, and the nation, described the family as the citadel of the nation, drawing the attention of the state and federal governments to the importance of home economics in nation building. The University Don revealed that home economics recognizes the family as the basic unit of the society, responsible for nurturing, socializing individuals on how to manage finances and household resources, such as time and energy the family's goals. She maintained that home economics exposes individuals and families applying the kind of nutrition, the meal planning and food preparation to promote healthy living, character molding, and how to manage stress in the family, amongst other things. Professor Azuena identified types of nation as the civic, ethnic, and multinational states, which she said have the characteristics of shared identity, common culture, history, territory, and language. The inaugural lecturer noted that nutrition education prescribes the correct information on the value of food, its quality and safety, method of preservation, processing, and eating, emphasizing that until a family is strengthened and functional, the nation will also be dysfunctional.
Is to remember that that little child in your heart, whatever you place on that child, that's what the child grows with, and that's what the child brings to the society. On this note, I hereby recommend that home economics be made compulsory in higher institutions, just like community service.
Acting Vice Chancellor Ignatius Ajero University of Education, Rumolimini, Port Harcourt, Professor Okechukwu Onochukwu, who highlighted some points raised from the lecture, lauded the inaugural lecturer for the in-depth research to better humans and the society, called on the authorities to enforce the recommendations.
Highly fantastic, because the woman went straight, to the point, and it was very clear that she told us that home economics is not only very important in the family, it's also very important to the nation as a whole, and identify the family as a subset of the nation, and that for us to have a good nation, we must have a proper functional families, and that in each family home economics is practiced. So you see the link, that there is a clear nexus between home economics and the family, as well as the nation.
God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
The Nigeria Police Force has honored His Majesty King Chibuzo Chinyere, founder and general overseer of Omega Power Ministries (OPM), with the prestigious Police Support Recognition Award. The award ceremony was held at the Nigerian Police Resource Center, Abuja. Uboka Almeida tells us more.
Presenting the award, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, said the honor was in recognition of Apostle Chinyere's exemplary dedication to Nigeria's internal security, his commitment to public safety, and outstanding support for the Nigerian Police Force. President Tinubu enumerated his contributions to include the renovation of several police facilities as well as the award of overseas scholarships to children of officers who lost their lives in active service. He congratulated the OPM General Overseer and encouraged him to do more for humanity.
If I had 10 tons of joy, it still won't pay it all. Oh, God, pray. What shall I render unto Jehovah? For he has done so very much for me. What shall I...
Remarkably, Apostle Chinyere was the only civilian recognized at the event, as other awardees included personnel from the Nigerian Police, Navy, Army, Air Force, the Civil Defense Corps, and other security agencies. In his response, King Chinyere again pledged to continue to support the Nigerian Police Force and other agencies saddled with the responsibility of developing the nation.
Ministry is about impartation, touching life. So, by the grace of God, let's see how we can touch your life.
The renowned clergy and philanthropist has built 37 tuition-free schools, 2 free specialist hospitals, 18 free housing estates, a free skills acquisition center, a tuition-free school for children with autism and Down syndrome, and a tuition-free all-girls technical college. He has also awarded local and international scholarships to more than 10,000 underprivileged Nigerians. Ogboka Umeda, Rstv News.
Wakrike's sons and daughters will continue to occupy a place of pride as people from the jaw extraction of the Niger Delta region. The rest of the report is read from our studios.
Rising from a stakeholders engagement meeting with the Amayanapo of the various clans that make up the Wakriken Nation, leaders of the Wakriken National Congress WNC, the apex sociocultural organization of the Wakrike people, have promised to continue to fight the cause of the indigenous Wakrike Ijaw people who are spread across 4 local government areas in Rivers State. During the meeting, President of Wakriken National Congress WNC, David Solomon, enumerated projects carried out by the Congress in various sectors of the economy and laid out a broad long-term vision for the Wakrike people that will benefit generations yet unborn. Director of Media, Publicity and Public Relations, Owobele Brapaka, stood in for the president of WNC.
These were the things we tabled and discussed, and I would say that posterity will be happier. I want our children to know that whatever we are doing today as members of the Wakrike National Congress is for their good. We are fighting to make sure that they have the best of education, they have the best of infrastructure. I want every single Okrika man to support the Wakrike National Congress in conjunction with the chiefs and Amayanapos.
In their response, the Amayanapo commended the broad vision and the far-reaching efforts that cut across various sectors and segments of the Wakrike society, such as the environment, education,